Alright guys, today we're talking about the Milwaukee Fastback folding knife and the Milwaukee Tradesman fixed blade. These are obviously geared towards people working, people just looking for something to pick up when they roll into Home Depot or Ace. And I did buy this one at least 5 years ago or so, back before we sold the house. I was doing a lot of remodeling at the house. I just picked it up to check it out, and I ended up using it to do a lot of that stuff. I'm just curious about this one, mostly because they don't ever list what the steel is on these. They just list stainless steel. I've looked all over. I don't see anything anywhere that says what it is, so went ahead and did edge retention testing on them. This is at 15 degrees per side. I did measure this one a long time ago. I remember it's 15, 16 thousandths behind the edge or so, something like that. Pretty thin stock. Pretty sure the folder's thicker than that fixed blade is. And this one's also at 15 degrees per side. Never measured this one. It's obviously thicker behind the edge than the fixed blade is. This one had been sharpened many times before I tested it. This one also sharpened it more than enough times before I tested it. Never planned on testing them initially when I picked them up, but I figured I'd find out what the steel was if I could. So on to the testing. 15 degrees per side. Strap the same as always, on the same compounds, on the same straps I've been using since I started the channel. I'll start with the folder here. Had no idea what to expect from this. The better of the two tests on this one. This did 38 feet fine edge, 43 feet working edge, for a total of 81 feet. I can only guess their stainless steel is 8CR13, 8CR14, something like that. I don't recall where the folder's made. I do remember that this on the packaging said made in Vietnam. I don't know if they've changed where they make these now. I did notice Lowe's sells a Lennox version of this with same exact shape, just totally different contour to the handle and things like that. So then I moved on to this one. I figured if the other one was 8CR13, what might this one be? And on this one, the Tradesman here, it did 37 feet fine edge, 48 feet working edge, for a total of 85 feet. My guess would be this is also 8CR13. I don't know if it will show up on here. I haven't fixed this one since I used it to plant some fruit trees. But there was a wire somewhere in there when I cut the plastic off of one of them, and it did roll over the edge a little bit. I would expect that from any kind of cheap steel like this. I do remember back when I bought this, they were $20. I did get this one at Home Depot back around the same time. I believe it also was $20, and now the Tradesman at Home Depot is listed for $16.99. The folding knife is still listed for $19.97 at Home Depot. I did see online, though, if you did want to pick one up at Ace Hardware, they are $16.99. Don't think it's terrible. I'm not huge on the pushing the button and flipping it with your hand to get it open. Otherwise, it's pretty comfortable. I did take the clip off. Just throw it in my pouch, my tool pouch, when I do use it. Sheath is nothing special, just a clip over your belt, similar to a Mora. The retention on it's more than enough to keep it in there. It's what I'd expect for the price point. Either way, I thought maybe some of you would like to know possibly what steel this is, what kind of performance to expect out of it. And if you go back in my videos, you'll see I did test some Kershaw 8CR13, a Spyderco Tenacious in 8CR. They all did right around the same area that these did. There's nothing else that really falls in that area steel wise that would be inexpensive enough to put on one of these knives like this. I highly doubt it's 4116, and I don't believe it's something like 3, 4, 5 CR. It's definitely not 7 CR. 7 CR is just absolute garbage on anything that I've ever used it on. You guys have any of these? You have any experience with them? Love to hear your comment down below. That's all I have for this one. I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.